Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with our main topic today. We're discussing Egypt's implementing infrastructure to cope with the or to shape the new future of Egypt. In addition, also to the initiatives launched by the state and by President Abdel al-Sisi in order to support the Egyptian citizen. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us our dear guest, Mr. Rahman, the political analyst. Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning to you, and the pleasure is all mine.
It's my pleasure, sir, to host you, of course. Well, sir, could you give us your insight concerning President Abdel al-Sisi's keenness on implementing national mega projects concerning the infrastructure that we can really see it on the ground here in Egypt?
I believe that those mega projects that have been accomplished in the near few years have proven that it was a great decision to get on with this projects. That were all of those projects were meant to happen sometime, but it was stopped for quite some time in the past decades. Now we have the ability and the power to go on and get on with those projects, be established, not just for this time being, but for the future of Misr,
yes.
Egypt.
Yes.
I believe without the base, the solid base that those projects have built on Egypt,
Yes.
without this base, we couldn't have faced successfully the terrible crisis that the world is facing right now.
Yes.
And too many greater economies are facing storms, while our economy here in Egypt is facing the same storms with more strength and more
Yes.
stability.
Yes.
Without those projects in Egypt, we would have been like a leaf in the wind.
Yes.
We have started building this new state only a few years. We were talking about 8 years.
Yes.
Without this great accomplishments we have witnessed, and the whole world has witnessed,
of course.
and still, and of course, as we are speaking right now, there is a new project is cultivated in this land, each and every way and a direction.
Yes.
You point.
Yes.
This is the main shield that will protect Egypt from the worldwide
Yes.
storms.
Yes. So, sir, how would the implementation of the infrastructure would pave way for or reduce the traffic jam that Egypt was always suffering from, and it was an issue that was neglected by other presidents before President Abdel al-Sisi came to office. So could you give us your insight concerning the importance of this infrastructure and the good plan and vision of the state in order to link all the infrastructure and the road and the new cities with very good lines and of transportation?
Okay.
Yes.
If we go back to history and we remember how the great Western civilization was being built, the first step was to build these infrastructures with new roads and new railroads and new bridges that connecting the whole continent of Europe and then the other continent in USA. The same step we have established, the same step we have taken. That means there is a great mind that is thinking clearly and really meaning to build a true strong country. Without these infrastructures, we can never build and expand in building new cities. We would have been still concentrated in one old capital, which is Cairo, yes. Without building the new capital and without building those hundreds of new cities and and economical places that without those net of new bridges and the new roads, we would have been having
Yes.
those cities and the new life we are witnessing right now.
Yes. Mr. Abdurrahman, most of the analysts or the journalists in Egypt says that the good implementation of the infrastructure in Egypt would pave way or attract more investments to Egypt. So could you explain to us this idea or this vision?
Okay, if I am an investor from
Yes.
from Europe, from Russia, from Ukraine, whatever, if I mean to invest my money in Egypt, I first by first look I start examining the roads net, the bridges, the transportations. How easy can I ship my goods to this
Yes.
country? How can I export and import? This is the first step to take a decision to invest in Egypt. With our infrastructures, we would never have that great investments. We have accomplished great figures, even in the very same crisis that the world is facing right now.
Suffering from, yes.
We have witnessed great raise
Yes.
in the investment figures, international figures. I'm talking international reports, not just only from inside.
Yes. Yes. Also, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was keen on establishing new housing units at low cost for the citizens.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. We are taking the concentrations of the population from the old Egypt. I believe that the whole old Egypt is one country. It was capital, which is
Yes.
Cairo.
Yeah.
When I take those concentrations population
Decentralization,
and divide them into another way of life, to a new city, to a new way of life, to a new horizon.
Yes.
How to start a new life for the new generations.
Also, the idea of building new houses at low cost for the citizens who were living in the slums, like for example the Asmarat project that was
goes without saying, without the infrastructures, without those projects that give people hope, without those new cities which is changed lives of those who lived in underground. I'm talking under zero.
Yes.
For decades.
Yes.
This was a shame,
Yes.
and it has been eliminated on too many places in Egypt.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was the first president to solve this problem of the slums,
Exactly.
slum areas.
Exactly. This
Yes.
is very important step, and too many people are feeling overwhelming feelings about this. They have even in the governors in
Yes.
in Daqahliya, in Munufiyya, so many places,
Yes.
not only around Cairo, but there are new lives are being cultivated in our land.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Not only, sir, the low-cost housing units. The president also was keen on that the state establish integrated cities. Like the new administrative capital, Al Galala city is an integrated city. Also Al Alamein city, and a number of new cities also in some governorates, like a new Mansoura in Mansoura governorate and other governorates.
Exactly. There is a variety of levels.
Yes.
We have this supreme level.
Yeah.
We are talking about the new capital.
Yes.
Which is one of the greatest new capitals in the world in this let's say century.
Yes.
I believe the largest capital is being built, even larger than the Asitana that was in Kazakhstan.
Yes.
We have the largest capital, and we have in this capital the spirit of old New Misr, old New Egypt.
Yes.
the pyramids, the golden ratio, the new old, the steels of the touch of the ancient Egyptian, mixed with the future touch, the future vision. We are building the old
the new republic.
Egypt.
We're building the new republic. Yes,
exactly. On the very base of our own identity, our own history, our own way of life, away for the first time. We remember that this Cairo here in Egypt, it was most of the old places in downtown. They were new. Compared with its history for 1,000 years. They were built Italian way, British way, French way. No, we are building our own capital with the Egyptian way, with the Egyptian identity. This is what Egypt deserves.
Yes. Yes. Also linking all the integrated cities with the lines of transportation, and also the monorail, the light transit, the light railway transit, the speed train, many transportation means.
Well, the sky is our limit when there is a leader like Mr. Abdel al-Sisi. And the sky is our limit when there is a great leadership with the military associations.
Yes.
This is very important. This is very important. We achieve the very greater projects upon the meaning of that Egyptians, they are as best as they can as soldiers. When they are soldiers, they can build, not only fight, but they can build, and they can cultivate, and they can have industry, new industries in Egypt. We can build the true dream coming true in the most perfect way. For decades, we have known and realized that the military association is the most successful way of running things and achieving goals.
Yes. So, Mr. Abdel, how would implementing all this infrastructure and the national mega projects, in addition to the new cities, integrated cities, would meet Egypt's vision for the plan of 2030?
By then, of course, it's not too long.
Yes.
I believe for life in Egypt, I believe that by then we will have the true Egypt we never even had the chance to dream before, but now we are really dreaming of it, and we are seeing it being started and get on with it. Without, despite all of the obstacles we are facing, we are passing it through and passing all the barricades, and we are going through without even saying that we are suffering.
Yes.
We are pushing it forward, and we are challenging the whole world.
Yes. So, Mr. Abdel, how do you see also the importance of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's keenness on launching some initiatives to provide help and support for the Egyptian citizen, like the Decent Life Initiative, which is going to raise the standard of living of more than 53 million Egyptians. Also, the initiative of Kullina Wahed, or We Are All One, which aims at providing commodities for the Egyptian citizens to face the high prices of the commodities.
Look, while we are building this new Egypt, we are pouring money to establish such greater project that we have never witnessed since the 60s and even before. The ordinary citizen, he needs to get on with his life. He is not supposed to see the outcome, the final outcome of those projects, of course, not in this generation. We are talking about the coming generation to witness the final outcome, God's willing. For the ordinary citizen, he needs as long as well as we are building the new country, we have to help those citizens to get on with their lives on the most decent way they deserve. These are the measures, the human measures of a new state to be built. We can never just concentrate only on the mega projects and leave the ordinary citizen suffering. No, we are having those strategies with the police and the army, convoys that are going all through the cities and help people and provide them services with the very lowest prices. This is very important. This is very, very important.
What would be the echo of this when the citizens, Egyptian citizens, see in a large number of squares here in Egypt and in all the governorates, they see the markets of the initiative كلنا واحد, or we are all one.
That's what I'm talking about here.
All the supplies and the commodities.
The people in Upper Egypt and on the far cities like Port Said, like Alexandria, like Sohag, the people are in true need to feel that they are facing new life,
yes,
new measures, yes, that give them the same care, yeah, by the leadership, as well as Sinai people, Sohag people, Noba people, Alexandria people, whatsoever. We didn't have this care, yes, for decades before. Yes. We have it right now. We have the army's convoys and the police convoys are seeking people, just communicating with them, feeling that we are one. We are really one, as one army, one leadership, one strong hand that is being building for the future.
Yes, the kind of the commodities that are being sell in the markets of the كلنا واحد, or we are all one. I discovered that it's not only selling food, it's also selling clothes, it's selling
too many services, of course.
Yes, stationery for the schools,
yes,
the school bags, everything that
is
the
expanding.
Students need.
Look, I am talking about challenging here, and I'm not just talking this for in vain. I'm talking this for truly.
Everything that the citizen would like to
exactly,
buy in
exactly,
moderate prices.
Exactly. We are giving the whole world, and we are setting an example on how to mix the capitalism with socialism on the most different way. The very important point here that we are looking at the very Egyptian way, with an Egyptian identity. We are not anymore, yes, followers to the east or to the west, not even economically. Even though we have still we still have challenges with the currency, with the world system banks, but inside we are building the new, or giving the new identity of Egypt, of how to run our economy,
yes,
of how to take care of people, yes, as a leadership, on how to mix the visions between the private sector and the government sector as one stream of services, yes, to the ordinary citizen.
Yes. Yes. So these initiatives, and especially the initiative of Decent Life, how do you see this initiative as providing job opportunities for youth, for women, and also as a kind of coordination between the ministries in Egypt, and coordination between also the state bodies or ministries, and also the NGOs and the private sector?
This is, I'm talking about new cities, new projects. That means jobs, yes, that means new money lines, new economy is being built, revived in Egypt. Yes. New places to be built is new jobs, is new lives, new way of life for Egyptians, of course. And I remember that we have a challenge that we have faced on 1 month ago, when we were negotiating with the IMF loan.
Yes.
They have put a very strange term that the army should pull his hand away from the economy. The answer was made directly and cleverly by the leadership. 7 news were published on the page of the spokesman of the presidency.
Yes.
7 projects, great projects that we are building by the military association, the military economy.
Yes.
And the most important thing here is Ghaz al-Mahalla project.
Yes.
We are
Mahalla textiles. Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
we are cultivating cotton,
Yes.
we are cultivating wheat, and we are building our own industry
Yes.
with the most successful association in the region.
Yes.
How can we pull this from our economy? This is the main vein of our economy.
Yes. I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your valuable information.
Thank you.
And for coming today, Mr. Abdel Rahman, the political analyst.
Thank you for
very
having
much.
me.
My pleasure. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for following me in this segment. Please stay tuned for more in The Breakfast Show.